Today, we are covering some of the most important parts of video editing for beginners.
But first, we have a checklist for you. If you are looking to develop a professional video without needing to hire a professional video production team, in this checklist, you will learn how to produce a highly engaging video
And
for
use
you
your
and
hands.
your learners in 9 simple steps. It's linked below. Go get that free checklist.
Here's the thing, when it comes to video editing, the video editing is actually the least important part of the process. Number 1, technical skills are less important than storytelling skills. And when we say storytelling skills, we're talking about learning how to properly sequence a video while you're editing. This means that you have a bunch of clips, or maybe you have one clip and it's very long and your job is to cut it up and make it into something special. It is much more important for you to know what that something special is than all the crazy tools and effects that you can use. So the only way to develop this skill is to edit a lot of videos and to spend time watching the clips and piecing together in your mind the best way they fit together.
The second thing is you want to reuse what others have created.
Yeah.
Don't worry about having to create every little piece, every little B-roll, every little piece of footage. You don't have to worry about doing it all, especially as you're telling a story. There are so many amazing, incredible libraries where, like yourself, incredible artists have captured so much amazing content that they've uploaded up there. So go check them out, utilize other people's footage, other people's resources.
People think they have to build everything from scratch. You don't. Even Adobe Premiere now has their own library of pre-made After Effects templates that are already uploaded. You can go to After Effects, there's pre-made templates. There are pre-made templates everywhere. Start with the pre-made template, make some tweaks to it, because remember, the more important thing is storytelling. Number 3.
Let's talk about some main features that you need. Johnny, what are the 3 main features?
Yeah, so there's
everybody
main
needs?
features that you need to know when you're using any type of video editing software, okay? For example, we're showing you Adobe Premiere here and how we use it. Specifically, you need to know what the timeline is. The timeline is where the footage, the clips that you are piecing together live. What does this mean? This means that the clips that you're using to create that end product, you place them in the timeline, and this is where you sequence them. This is where you cut them. This is where you add the effects. But the timeline is the most important part of video editing. Now, if you're using Adobe Premiere, if you're using iMovie, if you're using Shotcut, if you're using some other type of software, it doesn't matter what it is, you will have a timeline. The next thing is the viewer. The viewer, as you can see here, is where the clips in the timeline, you're gonna have a playhead, and when the playhead goes over the clip,
How about a play
it is gonna show you what it's going over in the viewer. The viewer is how you actually see the clips that you're editing.
Without glasses.
Exactly.
Or with
and then the third piece is the asset organizer. As you can see, we have our asset organizer over here where you can organize the assets that you're adding to the timeline into bins. You can create different timelines in Adobe Premiere. That would be a different sequence. You organize all of that in the asset organizer. Those are the 3 things you need to know. Everything else is bonus.
All right, so here's the other thing that you want, which is keyboard shortcuts. There's so many keyboard shortcuts. For example, you do the Command-C or the Control-C, Control-V, you get copy and paste. But how do you do that in amazing softwares like Adobe Premiere, Johnny?
So on screen right now, you are seeing what my favorite keyboard shortcuts are. Some of the best ones are being able to fast forward and rewind, okay? Playing stuff backwards, really cool. Some other ones are how to select all the footage from your cursor to the right, and being able to do that also to the left. These are amazing ways to be able to move footage with just a click of your keypad. And then there are different things like switching between your cut tool or your blade tool, depending on what software you're using. Your pencil tool, which allows you to play with opacity of clips, or keyframes.
How about color
of clips,
correction?
or color correction of clips. Or it allows you to mess with the audio track, volume levels. Check out our favorite keyboard shortcuts here.
And remember, we have a checklist for you. If
Training
you want to create
video
a professional video without needing a professional video production team, you will learn in this checklist how to develop a highly engaging video for you and your learners in 9 simple steps. Go check it out. It's linked below.
Thank you for the likes and subscribe.